Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever. Today, I'm going to say a few words about Mary, the mother of Jesus, who is a tough woman, and our response to her. Our Blessed Virgin Mary, the mother of Jesus and the mother of the whole human race, was a tough woman, and her toughness was rooted in faith. She invites us all to be tough in convictions and principles to face the challenges of life. Though only very few instances of Mary mentioned in the Gospels, but still we know that she must have been a very tough woman, a valiant woman. A surprising title to Mary, a tough woman. Generally, Mary is portrayed as a pious, calm, serene, pure woman, and we see that in the litany we pray daily at the end of the rosary. But let us see how tough she has been in the scene of Annunciation, and St. Luke portrays it very well in his Gospel, chapter 1, verses 26 to 56. God declares that Mary is found favorable in the eyes of God. Angel Gabriel says, "Hail, you who are highly favored, the Lord is with you." It is generous and loving gift of God bestowed upon Mary, the mother of Jesus. It is God Himself greets Mary. The words of messenger are the words of the one who sends the messenger, and that is God Himself. If God can acknowledge Mary's gracefulness, though it was God's gift, why can't we, the mortal human beings, declare her grace? How God respects our human freedom. God gets Mary's consent. How often we take the freedom of others for granted, imposing our ideas and insisting what I say must be done. A woman's freedom, which was not recognized at all those days, a woman always dependent on men. The Israelites, and even during Jesus' time, the Jew never took into account the woman. Even in taking the census, the women were not counted, only men. God has given freedom to both men and women. Words of Mary reveals her intelligence. A very pertinent question. How can it be? I am not married yet. Mary is disturbed, thinking about its implication of this divine task. Women do think. Angel is patiently explaining to Mary. It reveals the calm, composed, and serene nature of Mary. She is not excited or overwhelmed, it's in ecstasy. How often we lose our emotional balance both in joy and sorrow. The scene of Annunciation reveals that Mary was indeed a tough woman, a valiant woman. For the past 2000 years, all the usual portraits and statues of Mary, very soft, docile, pious, merciful, very virtuous. The titles in the litany, all true, as a typical Jewish woman, as the Divine Mother, and but not the whole truth. A very strong and tough woman, the strength and toughness is the result of her rootedness in faith, in the presence and providence of God. Revealed in all the occasions, though not many, narrated in the Gospel of Luke, Annunciation, then running to Egypt at the foot of the cross. These are the characteristics of a valiant woman. Pope St. John Paul II, in his Redemptoris Mater in 1987, portrays Mary as a brave woman facing all hardships of life. So her yes was deliberate and well-informed, not out of ecstasy, thinking deeply, not out of ignorance. as revealed in her Magnificat. Her yes, a blank check given to God. Her yes was and yes to be stoned to death. Mary had a great trust in God to leave her concerns to Him, to obey God come what may, not asking for some time to think about or to consult her parents or Joseph. As she trusted, God sends the angel to Joseph to clarify the matter, to settle to it. Mary's faith is reflected in the words of St. Paul, Romans 8:31 to 39. I am convinced that neither death or life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God. Mary invites us to be tough, not rough, in facing challenges in our lives. Modern life, with all its basic amenities and comforts, no proper healthy food, junk food, eating for style and status, not exercise, harmful lifestyle of using gadgets, losing sleep. In the whirlwind of our digital age, we are swept away by endless streams of information at our fingertips. We may not acknowledge this shift aloud, but our actions often betray a preference for the immediate solution the world offers rather than the eternal truth of the Almighty. Today's world lives in an instant culture, and so in modern times we have become what? We have become physically weak, psychologically timid, sociologically isolated, spiritually empty. We live in an instant culture. This instant culture has sadly caught up with marriage and family too, or no mental stamina or willingness to make sacrifices. Marrying is also instant, and unfortunately, breaking is also equally instant. Monday, meeting each other, Tuesday, dating, Wednesday, wedding, Thursday, honeymoon, Friday, divorce, Saturday, rest, and Sunday, the next marriage. In conclusion, I would like to say that Mary may not be a strong woman, but certainly a woman of strength. Mary is able to face any challenges in her life and is faithful to the yes that she said in the beginning. This tough may invite you and me also to be tough in living out the values of the gospel. Mother Mary's invitation to us all to learn that disappointments and anxieties are part of life. Don't allow them to remove the sense of hope and meaning from your life. She says, be sure God always gives the best to those who leave the choice to Him. If we have this faith dimension very strong in us, we will automatically be strong and courageous like Mary. Mary invites us to be tough, to be valiant, and also rooted in faith. What would be our response to her invitation?